So Master Shifu says this to Kung Fu Panda. Can someone tell me what it means? This is just words for me. I don't know. What does it mean? What does it mean to you, Aviral?
Actually means to me is, if I try to do something above my caliber, or if I do something out of the way, or that something can I not do, then only I can get better than myself. If I do only that is in my range, or that only that I can do according to my caliber, then I can never get better than me.
Is any of you living this quote?
Vande Mataram, ma'am. Ma'am, as from this quote, I used to do running, ma'am. Suppose I can do, ma'am, only 10 rounds. So if I will do 10 rounds, then I will not become better. But if I will increase it to 12, 14, I will gain more stamina and I will become more better than them.
So, for the next 30 minutes or so, we are going to do an activity. But before that, since we've all just had food, let's just shake our bodies and remove, like Shivaya and Ayush shared, the inertia in our system. We need to move our bodies a little bit. Can we shake? Can you shake your bodies? Do you know how to? Just try to. Just try to shake as much as you can. How can you do this as silently as possible? You know, do you all like to experience joy? Yeah? What brings joy? What do you feel? Peace brings joy, okay? Playing, doing something. Doing something what you like. Football, feeling good, basketball, reading. Okay. Do you know when you were sharing, when I was listening to you share of what the first quote meant, of just to do better than what one is capable of doing, it reminded me that there was once somebody who had said that it is effort that gives joy. And you know why they said like that?
Like more effort we put, the sweeter the things.
More effort we put, sweeter the things become. So he is saying that हाँ, सो ये मेहनत के फल की बात कर रहे हैं, हम मेहनत की नहीं बात कर रहे हैं ना, मेहनत के फल की बात कर रहे हैं, तो फल से जॉय मिलता है, आप ये बता रहे हैं.
The strength we have, we use it in the thing which we want to do, and when we were able to do it, we feel the joy that we have the ability.
Oh, beautiful. So Shiva is saying that when his body, when his leg is broken, and he makes that effort, that degree of tension that is created in his body makes his body vibrate at a certain degree of tension, of effort, of giving your energy outside. That brings him joy. Does that feel true? Yeah? Because then it's not related to the outcome. It is just about how much effort one is putting.
But we feel happy that the effort it put did not go in waste.
Ma'am, there is a saying that effort matters, not the result. So, ma'am, if I am doing something, so I'll be training my body and anything like maths. Okay, for example, maths. If I practice maths every single day, I'll be better at it. For example, I'm not able to score 100 out of 100. That was like my expectation. तो मुझे result नहीं मिला. But still, I got better. 50 से 70, 70 से 90, someday 100. So I'm getting better at it.
Those step by step. Progress. Arush?
Ma'am, I agree to him that what matters is effort but not result. But still, like for example, I can say with confidence that 85% of everyone's parent only think result matters. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I also feel that ma'am, effort matters.
Name of this particular activity that we are going to do is called silence. I invite each one of us to try to make that effort to see how we can be more silent.
It's called Ithaka. So in that first to a traveler, it is described that Ithaka is a very beautiful place. and it is praised a lot and described in a way which lures him to move towards it. But when as he moves ahead and the challenges he face, he overcomes those challenges, and when he reaches to that place was just a barren land. And it said in the end that while coming to that place, something which was extra, which was wrong in you, it got dissolved. That was the thing which you wanted to achieve. That was Ithaka. So the journey was the end for you.
Okay, another thing. If we have to make an effort of silence, does this give silence? Okay, what else can we do to express our gratitude to our friend? Oh, nice. Okay, this works. We can do? Yeah?
So, ma'am, to add on, ma'am, I was also reminded of an incident in the life of Vincent van Gogh, where while I was reading about him, he was a great artist. So, one day, a friend of Vincent van Gogh asked him that, why do you paint? It does not even pay you anything. It does not give you a penny. Why do you paint? You can't even have food. You have not even sold a single painting of yours till now. Then why do you paint? Then Vincent van Gogh replies that I paint because I lose myself, the ego, the I, during the very process of it. And this is why I paint. It's not because the painting would pay me later on.
Very nice. We are progressing in the effort of silence. Okay, so now we are going to play a game which is called Sound of Silence. We are all going to try to listen to the sound of silence. So, for that, first, just get your body into a certain degree of tension. Vibrate as however you know. You start with your legs, start with your feet, just do right, left, shake. However you know how to vibrate, you vibrate. There is not one right way of doing it. It's just the effort of doing it. Can you try? Can you try to move your body? Shake, 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 shake. How is it that you can move your body just like that? Oh, our friends here, they don't know. Come. Come. Try. Make an effort. Can we see? Can we see your effort? Try to make an effort. Try. Okay. Yeah. We just try to make an effort. Any kind of effort. Nice. So that was a way. Can you show? Show. Yeah, both of you did it. Okay, very nice. Good. Anybody else who found a way to yes, okay, very good. Okay. Anybody else who discovered a way? Everything is a discovery. Anybody else? Okay, I see that. That's nice. Sure, it was a good way. Yeah, that's a good way of moving. Okay, now slowly bring your awareness to the outer layer of your body, to your skin. That flame that was inside, try to feel it vibrating. That sensation of vibration that you felt just some moments ago. Try to feel, sense, how does that feel at the outer layer of your skin? What feeling does that bring? Just bring your concentrated awareness to the outside layer of your skin. And very gently, start walking around in the room, holding that awareness. Just very, very gently, very, very silently, bring your awareness to the outer layer of the skin without touching anybody. You're taking a walk just like you took a walk outside, in holding your aspiration. The same way, hold this silence within and bring your awareness to the skin of your body. Start noticing What does it feel like when you pass your friend? What does it feel like on the outside layer of your skin when you pass through your friend? Are you able to sense? Are you able to notice a change in temperature when you pass? Are you able to feel? Are there any goosebumps? Is there a sensation?
This is an activity of silence. So, request and invitation to all of you. The request and invitation to all of you is to hold silence and just continue to take one single step at a time. Just one step. You don't have to walk. You don't have to walk. You don't have to walk. Wherever you are, just stay. Wherever you are, just stay. Wherever you are, just stay. And slowly begin to take small, steady steps in whichever direction is calling you. Whichever direction is calling you, one little step, little, slow, tiny step.
Continue to discover the sound of silence, the sensation of silence in your skin, the change in that sensation when you pass your friend. Try to walk as slowly as possible, as slowly as possible, as slowly as possible. Feel your feet. How does it feel when it touches the ground? How do your feet feel when they touch the ground? The sensation of the ground. Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it hard? Is it rough to the sole of your feet? Sense, sense, sense.
Silence walk, you need to be quiet.
I invite you now to try. The ones who feel that they have the sensation, try to not touch any other body apart from your own by holding the silence within and keeping your arms as relaxed as possible, as relaxed as possible. Try not to touch any other body apart from your own and keep your own body as relaxed as possible. As relaxed as possible. I invite the teachers in the room to join us in this activity as the pillars of silence. I invite the teachers in the room to join this activity as pillars of silence. I invite the teachers in the room to join this field as pillars of silence. Pillars of silence are now walking along in the field with you. Your pillars of silence are walking around in the field with you. All the children can stop walking now. All the teachers continue to walk as the pillars of silence. All the teachers continue to walk as pillars of silence while all the children come to a pause. Together, now the children buzz as bees and with open eyes feel what does it feel when you come close to the pillar of silence while you are buzzing like a bee? What does it feel when you come close to your pillar of silence when you are buzzing like a bee? Start taking slow steps. The children can start taking slow steps while continuing to buzz like a bee.
All the teachers who are silent can remain at their place. The teachers can remain stationary. The students walk separately, not in a line without your friends. You're walking randomly, buzzing like a bee. You're walking randomly, buzzing like a bee. Experience what happens when you pass by your silent teacher. Experience what happens in your body when you pass by a friend bee buzzing. Notice the change in your body when you pass by silence and when you pass by buzz. You will notice more the more slowly you walk. Remind yourselves to walk as slow as possible. As slow as possible. As slow as possible. You are not walking in a line, you're walking randomly, observing a buzzing friend
Slow.
and noticing the change in your experience while passing by
Slow.
the mountain of silence.
Slow.
When you're around your silent teachers,
Slow.
as slow as possible.
As you continue to buzz like a bee, see now if you're able to trust yourself, to close your eyes and continue to walk and sense when you are close to your pillar of silence, and sense when you are close to your buzzing friends. Try, trust yourself to close your eyes. Continue to keep your body relaxed.
Your eyes are closed.
Discover within the sensation.
Eyes closed. Very small steps. Try and
Trust.
take very small steps.
Trust.
Come. Walk in another
Trust yourself.
direction. Close
Trust.
Your eyes. Close your eyes. Yes.
Trust. Trust your body. Trust. Trust.
Hey, cheating you.
Trust.
Close. No, so you walk slow. Eyes closed. Walk slow. Identify where the
The
mountains
ones who have their eyes closed
are. Eyes are closed.
and feel
Walk slow.
like they are close to their mountain of silence can slowly become one with your mountain of silence. As soon as you sense
Eyes are closed. So walk very
a
slowly.
mountain
Just trust.
of
With your eyes
silence,
closed, walk slowly.
slowly
Eyes are closed.
you can stop to buzz.
Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed.
Everyone, slowly close your eyes completely and continue to walk.
Eyes are closed.
Close your eyes completely. Trust yourself and continue to walk. Continue to buzz in your own way. Continue to walk while your eyes are closed.
So, this
Continue
activity is not about reaching a place. So, you at all moments you need to have your eyes closed. The better you can follow your instruction. Shelly Didi is asking you to close your eyes. So, just close your eyes. Trust, 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 and close your eyes. Trust, 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 and close your eyes at all moments. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Even if you are touching somebody, your eyes are not opening. Your eyes still remain closed. Your eyes still remain closed. Walk very slow. Even if you're touching somebody, your eyes are not opening. Walk slow, walk slow, walk slow, walk slow, walk slow, slow, slower, slower, even slower, even slower, smaller step, smaller step, smaller step, smaller step.
Trust your sense. Connect to the inner flame within.
Eyes closed.
Aspire to connect to that flame within. Ask the flame to now lead you to silence as your eyes remain closed and your mouth continues to buzz. Trust the flame to lead you to silence. Trust the flame to lead you to silence. And trust when you feel that you are in company of silence. Trust. Trust the flame to lead you to silence while you continue to keep your eyes closed and your mouth continues to buzz. When you feel that you are close to silence, you can stop buzzing and become one with the silence. When your flame leads you to silence, you can stop buzzing and be one with the silence. Trust your flame. Trust your flame to lead you to the pillar of silence. And stop buzzing when you are close to the pillar of silence, and you can stop walking when you're close to the pillar of silence. Hold, just sit. You can stand next to the pillar of silence once you feel that you are close to that pillar of silence. Only once you feel that you're close to the pillars of silence, you can stop buzzing and stop walking. Trust yourself. The pillars of silence are increasing. Trust yourself. Do not touch your friends. Trust your own sensing. Trust your own body. When you come close to the pillar of silence, you can stop buzzing and stop walking and be one with your pillar of silence.
For the few of you who are still moving, as soon as you find your pillars of silence, you can stop buzzing. Continue to hold that silence. Continue to hold that silence. Your eyes are closed. And slowly feel yourself expand as a collective into a massive mountain of silence. A silence very concrete. A silence so tangible. A silence with a weight, but a silence that is not heavy. An expansive silence, vast silence. Arms spread like that of a mountain, a mighty mountain. If you feel like, with your eyes closed, find your space, extend your arms wide or high, just to experience in your being the flowing of this mighty silence, of this collective that has taken birth beautifully. with your eyes closed. And as your experience becomes fuller, as you get filled up with this experience of vastness, expansiveness, and mightiness of silence, once you feel complete, you can bring your hands down and your eyes still remain closed. Now, holding this silence within, holding this silence within and without in the collective, not just an internal silence that we experienced, but also holding a silence outside as well. We'll slowly open our eyes and very quickly we will do a little reflection of what our learnings were. We'll do a little reflection of what our learnings were. First question. When your eyes were open and you were walking, what was the feeling in your body when you were passing by your friends with a buzz because all your friends were bees, or when you were passing by teachers who were silent? If you feel like, we can all sit down. But what was that feeling like, and how was it different? How was the feeling different when you passed by a fellow bee versus when you passed by a mountain of silence, your teachers? Did you have any experiences in your body? Within, of course, there would be experiences, but specifically in your body, was there any experience?
When I was like a fellow bee, I was very afraid that I do not get hit by something. But when I went closer to the pillars, that I became, I was not afraid of anything. Then I was sure that nothing will happen to me. I was confident. I was standing there.
And did that feeling change when your eyes were closed versus the time when your eyes were open? Like, how was the body feeling when the eyes were open? Was it more distracted versus when the eyes were closed? Normally, the tendency is that if the eyes are closed, we feel fearful. Were you feeling fearful, or did you feel more free because now the distractions had gone? So, how was the feeling in your body?
I think I was free also, and I felt a little fear also.
Initially, and after some time, how was the feeling?
After some time, I think the fear had gone. I was free.
While my eyes were open, my concentration was towards like being silent. But when my eyes were closed, I was thinking more about not hitting someone. My focus distracted, like my motive, my task, that got changed. But after some time, when I got to know where a person is standing, the whole room, like for a moment I was about to get like crashed to the camera. Bhaiya stopped me. But after some time I got the in like sort of the idea of the room, and then my task, I went back to the initial task of like experiencing silence.
Very beautiful. So, a new door of silence opened, even though initially it took some time to connect that knowledge that was beyond. Because right now we are so used to connecting to the outside world through our senses. We want to see through our eyes. We want to basically experience with our skin, our body, that these senses, the knowledge of the full space, even without seeing, so beautiful to experience that, growing beyond our outer senses, but even allowing the expression of our inner senses and being in that space, an inner space, where the inner senses are beginning to nudge us, tell us, reveal to us certain knowledge. We were talking about the supreme truth or the higher truth. We said that it is so difficult to get in touch with it because our mind continues to tell us, oh, I know so much. I have studied so much. I have experienced so much. Little do we know that there is so much beyond that little knowing for us to also experience. And this experience of silence that we had, and I'm sure most of us would have had similar experiences, only after connecting to the silences when all of you would have had a very concrete experience of silence. Till that time, there would have been like a bit of a fear or a bit of a sneak peek happening in the eye that, oh, I should not hit somebody, I should not touch somebody, I should not. And some of you would have, sneaked to find where the pillars are. All of that happens because it's a tendency. But very concretely, even if some of us did little bit of thoda cheating to find the pillars, we would love to hear from you. How did it feel once you united with the pillars of silence? Did something within change? Within, and specifically, we would want to understand, how did that silence feel in your body? Did that experience evolve? Did that experience change? So there were 3 scenarios. 1 was eyes open, 2 was eyes closed and buzzing, 3 eyes closed but with silence. So if whoever shares next, begin with your name and talk about how did this feeling change in all these 3 scenarios that we experienced in the last 30 minutes or so.
It took me a little time, just some, to memorize the room because I was over there and it was all clear. So I didn't need to memorize it, no hitting someone, and easily reached.
How did your body
Yes.
In your body, when your eyes were closed, what was the sensations that told you that you are next to somebody or that the space was free
The
for you, Adil?
my sensation of the feeling, because when I feel something from a far apart, these start to come up, and then that you can sense it from there. And when I was near a chair, it came. So I knew.
So you discovered how your body senses to any object, whether a chair or something else also.
And ma'am, to not get hit, I was over there. The last section over there.
That alley.
the far end of the,
So, ma'am, when the eyes were open, then it was obvious that we are moving, knowing whatever is happening in the surrounding. But when the eyes were closed, the 2 things that helped me to connect that am I near the pillar or not. Firstly, when I was moving, when my eyes were closed, no sound. The silence that was there, within the silence, there was a sound of breathing of the person who's standing there next to me. So that breathing helped me sense that I am near a person or not. And when I was around like the wire of the cameras and the coldness of the chair leg also helped me that I am near chair or not. And when we were buzzing, the sound of buzzing was a louder or a little low. So that also helped me to connect that whether I'm near the pillar or not. Because near the pillar there was silence. There was no buzzing. A louder buzzing, because when I was in the middle, the buzzing was a little louder. But when I was near the silence pillar, then the buzzing was a little low.
so how did your body respond? So you experienced the cold of the foot. So these are observations. But in these three scenarios, what was happening in your body? Like, for example, in his case, he had goosebumps. I'm sure. I mean, the hair.
Yes,
kind
ma'am.
of,
In the starting of
Yeah.
when the eyes were closed, making no sounds, there was a little of fear that I would just step on something, and
Did
a
you
little of
observe yourself
Yes.
walking also faster because of that?
like when I was walking, due to fear, I was walking a little faster. But when I got to know that these things are around me, then my steps got a little slower, and yeah, I had some goosebumps on my hand when I was walking, eyes closed. But after that, all got settled.
And in the first situation, I did not have to fear about anything because I was aware about my surroundings, that Lakshmaya is sitting beside me and ma'am is sitting there. So in the second one, it was I had a little bit of fear that no one should get hurt because of me, and even I should not get hurt or step on someone. And I knew that where there was no sound, either no one was there or the pillar of silence was there. So I moved my hands a little bit to check, and once I bumped my head in the wall.
I think I noticed three of you bump your head in the wall, but it was a nice.
I was knowing in which direction I have to move. But now, after we closed our eyes, I felt like I was lost. I did not know where to go. I wasn't sure if the place I'm going at, the silence pillar, is there or not. But when I finally reached the silence pillar, I felt like I have reached my destination. Now I am safe. I am safe here. I have to stay here. So
And did the safety do something in your body? Was it tensed earlier, relaxed later?
Yes, ma'am.
Was there a bit of sweating earlier? Like, when we are tensed or anxious or looking forward to something, did you observe something happening or change in your body?
When the buzzing was happening around me, I heard the buzzing. I was feeling restless. Like, I'm not, where should I move? What if I bump into someone? What if I fall? Ma'am, but when I reached the pillar of silence, I was like, no, nothing is happening here to me. Stay here.
When my eyes were open, I was distracted. Whenever my friend came, I would wave at them. I would check whether I was not bumping into somebody. I was fine. But when my eyes closed and I was buzzing, it was a little fearful. I was stumbling a lot. And sometimes when I walked slow, I bumped into a lot of people, and it was not that good. But I started to when I got used to it, that I know I would wave my hands like this to check whether if somebody's in front of me, I would hear if somebody's buzzing or not. That made it better. But when we had to stop buzzing, and like all of a sudden that buzzing was gone. Some people just stood there. I got worried. I couldn't hear anything. And I started to walk a little bit quicker, and my hands got sweaty. Then I stumbled into a person who was standing there, and I took a little peek. I'll be honest, I took a little peek. I saw that Anjani ma'am was standing there, and I thought, oh, this is a pillar of silence. I could just stand here. I felt happy. I felt safe. I thought, yeah, I've done it. I've reached our destination. I finished the game. I solved it.
Very beautiful and honest sharing. Like, whenever we feel that we are lost because we are so used to knowing everything, or just, having a sense of what is coming up next. So, just that tendency of wanting to know what is coming up, that causes such a lot of restlessness that we are in a hurry at all times to go and achieve, to go and pursue. And like the next couple of sharings, I would put some people on spot who also, and who are those couple of people, but also some of you, what I observed, because my eyes were open, that you had your safe space, you were walking with your friends. What kind of a safety did that give to your body? Not to put you on spot, but also to learn from you, that if that was happening, and I think purposefully some of us also held your hands, moved you in different directions, But the observation was that again and again there was a tendency to find your safe friends, go back to them. So just wanted to learn from you, how does being in the presence of that friend make you feel? Why were you moving back with that friend? Was it because your eyes were closed? Or just very, very honestly reflect, is that safe space, what is creating that safe space and that tendency to go back there? Did you find silence in that space? Did you find safety in that space? Or was it just a space of comfort for you and you did not want to get uncomfortable by closing your eyes and moving in random directions? Be very, very honest, reflect on this. You know, the ones who were walking with their friends, just very, very consciously reflect on this. One sharing from somebody who was with their friend. I will not call somebody, but one of you just volunteer. There were many of you like that who were with your friends. Any one of you would want to volunteer? Yes.
Ma'am, first I was roaming with my friend, ma'am, like I was exploring. So, ma'am, this is because when we bump into somebody, ma'am, if our friend is there, it's like कि sorry बोलना पड़ेगा तो दोनों को बोलना पड़ेगा. It doesn't come personal. So you don't have to apologize by yourself. Shy. You don't need to feel shy.
So I was new here. I had not made many friends, but Anika and Avni were friends since Lamartnia. So I felt this security, this safety when I was with them that encouraged me to befriend other people, to stay with other people, and slowly I became an extrovert. So now I encourage my friends to become extroverts too, so that they don't stay alone.
I'm Anika Gupta from 8B. I'm also new in mission here. So while I was walking there with them, I felt more safe. Like I could interact with more people with them.
I am Avni Gupta from 7C. I'm also new admission. And when I'm with my friends, I feel more safe and I feel like I'll not bump into other people.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing and also the courage to share it with us. We are 77 of us here. Can we all be friends with everybody who's new here? So by end of 5 days, Anika and Ahana will have 77 new friends. And fifth day when we do the walk before the presentations, they will not be walking together. We can all promise that we'll be able to give them a safe space. We all make that promise. So again, we do a thumbs up and for the three of them and for everybody else who was walking together. You have to make more friends. No, you definitely need to make more friends. You don't need to be in a room to make friends. All right. Before we close, we'll just request a couple of teachers also to share. So anyone who would.
So today, my experience is that when we were walking, the senses had become stronger because eyes were closed and there was no bumping, which means the senses were telling us that where to walk, which we really don't use. And the descent of silence, I like to do meditation on Shraddhaluji's descent of peace meditation. I do that every day. And so that became stronger. The mountain of silence became much, much stronger today when we were made to stand mountains.
Thank you for sharing, ma'am. Just one reflection from everybody whose eyes were closed, and if you happen to observe how Anjali ma'am was walking. Anybody who saw her walking, most of the children, they were bumping into each other, no? Most of you were bumping into each other. Ma'am shared she did not bump into anybody. Did anybody observe how the walk was? Our instruction and again was what? Walk as slow as possible, tiny steps, but very conscious, and not talk to your friends, but just talk to your inner friend. Yeah, any of you observe?
There was a little gap, like this much only, And just Anjali ma'am gone there, but she didn't bump only in such a small gap also.
Yeah, so to be able to close our eyes and not bump, holding that silence within, other than following Shelly Didi's instructions, very, very important.
So initially, I had opened my eyes, and instead of looking around, I was looking down on the carpet. And I became a little curious. I felt that is the light gray part softer than the dark gray part. So I was trying to, feel that with my feet, and I felt that I have sat in this auditorium for so many, I've been sitting here for months. And though I find the pattern beautiful, but I had never tried to do that. So today, when my entire focus was on walking and my senses, that's what I tried to feel. And eventually, before I could come to a conclusion, I closed my eyes. But I didn't bump into anyone. I did not have that fear that I would bump into anyone. Neither did I feel that there are people to support me. It was actually just a normal kind of walk I felt. But when I closed my eyes and stood at one place, I enjoyed that thoroughly. And I was trying to analyze, and I felt that number one, initially, I felt that these children are really good at producing that bee buzzing, that sound. And then later, there was one child who was not able to produce that buzz sound. So he was going around. So I was curious to know who this person is who's not copying the others and making that sound. But I felt that that sound was not entering me at all. That was confined only to this space, and inside me, it was not affecting me. That's what I felt when I was standing, and actually, I did not want to open my eyes at all. Once or twice, somebody bumped into me, but that was a very light bump. And I don't know, that didn't disturb me at all. So that's what I felt.
बच्चे जब घूमने लगे तो मुझे लगा कि मुझे भी इसमें शामिल होना चाहिए. फिर मैं सोच रहा था कि टीचर इज नॉट अलाउ. फिर मैंने कहा कि नहीं, फिर तो मैं वंचित रह जाऊंगा इससे. तो फिर मैं भी घूमने लगा इनके साथ साथ. फिर ये भनभनाहट लग रहा था कि जैसे मक्खियाँ या कुछ ये सब होने लगी, तो मैं उसमें मज़े ले रहा था. और साथ में फिर बच्चे आके फिर टीचर को एक जगह स्थिर हो जाना पड़ा. फिर कुछ बच्चे आके जानबूझ के मुझे धक्के मार रहे थे जो मेरे परिचित थे. तो मुझे मज़ा आ रहा था. मुझे लग रहा था जैसे पानी में मैं नहा रहा हूँ और कोई आके बड़ी धारा आ रही है और मुझे धक्के मार रही है. तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि अगर आपके अंदर आनंद है और मज़े ले रहे हैं संसार में, तो सब कुछ में मज़ा आता है, घूमने में, खेलने में. और कुछ अपना अहंकार रख के कि मैं अध्यापक हूँ और ऐसे कहीं एक जगह किनारे रह गए तो फिर मज़ा नहीं आएगा उसका. तो इसलिए मैंने पूरा आनंद लिया घूमने का और साथ में खेलने का, बच्चों के साथ खेलने का. धन्यवाद.
Vande Mataram everyone. My name is Filza and I'm your school's special educator. So when we started walking, of course, the children were just standing, so it was a very pleasant experience. After that, when I was told that, the teachers were told that we are the pillar of silence and the children were supposed to buzz like a bee. So, in general days, when you hear a bee buzzing, it somehow irritates me. But then because I knew that instruction was that I am the pillar of silence and I am supposed to, impart a calmness on my face so that the children are also enjoying the activity. So I really enjoyed that buzzing sound and it gave me a sense of calmness inside that I was able to reflect that I'm a tree of silence at that particular moment. Thank you.
जब हमें भी चांस मिला, टीचरों को भी अलाउड है, तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. और जैसे ही एंट्री करिए तो एकदम साइलेंस से घूम रहे थे और फिर कहा गया कि नहीं, रुक जाना है टीचरों को. और जैसे रुक गए और बच्चों को कहा कि आपको आवाज़ करना है, तो जैसे ही वो लोग आवाज़ करने लगे तो ऐसे लगा कि ये क्या हुआ, मेरी शांति को कौन भंग कर रहा है, ये क्या हो रहा है, क्यों कर रहे हैं, ये शोर क्यों मचा रहे हैं. तो और फिर कहा गया ये जो टीचर है ये पिलर है, और फिर मैं तब ऐसे महसूस हुआ कि पिलर, यानी मुझे लगा कि ये पर्वत की तरह हम लोग खड़े हैं और ये पर्वत है हम सब, और पर्वत के बीच ये घूम रहे। पर्वत कितने शांत, शीतल, एकदम शांत वातावरण रहता है, इसीलिए वहाँ पर बहुत सारे महात्मा कोई भी है वहाँ पर घूमने भी जाते हैं, मन को शांत लगता है। तो वो मैं अनुभव करने लगी। तो क्या हम भी वहाँ पर जाकर एकदम साउंड कर रहे हैं, उनके वातावरण को भंग कर रहे हैं हम लोग? नहीं, जैसे ये लोग खोज रहे हैं, शैली मैम ने और पलक जी ने कहा कि जहाँ पर आपको अच्छा लगे, फील लगे, वहाँ पर रुक जाइए। तो जिस तरह से रुक जाइए, तो हमें भी इस प्रकृति का, वातावरण का लाभ उठाना है। और कहीं पर भी हम देखें, जैसे ट्रीज को भी, कहीं पर भी उनका जो साइलेंस है, उनके प्राकृतिक जो गुण है, वो हमें लेना है। तब वो हम भी एंजॉय कर पाएंगे और वो वातावरण भी पूरी तरह वो भी एंजॉय करेंगे, हम भी। तो ये मुझे बहुत अच्छा मतलब फील हुआ कि हमें भी इस तरह से एंटरटेनमेंट करते हुए वातावरण में वितरण करना है।
The biggest challenge for me when I was standing as a pillar and when the children were moving with the bus sound, बार बार मेरा हाथ ऐसे जा रहा था कि हटा दूँ, and I had to really hold on myself कि ऐसे करने से, मतलब I was really thinking that it's actually happening. I'm standing and the bees are around me, so I was feeling like this. Initially it happened, but later on when I tried to think about something else, so I could control my hands easily, and then I realized it was not affecting me whatever buzzing sound was coming. So it was basically change of focus. First I was focusing outside, then I started focusing on myself, so I could easily control.